Shalom. All right, this is your brother Samak with another lesson in transit, giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, and double honor to the elders and apostles, from apostle to heart on down, and taught us the truth, and peace and blessings to the elect. Quick lesson here. I just kind of wanted to talk, land back off of today's camp. Just going into the strong delusions of pretty basically Christians, but really just unbelievers in general, and those that have their own personal and private interpretation of the scriptures, and why they just can't get and understand the scriptures. Now, to keep it very simple, this is to you especially you younger brothers, man. Don't make this truth deeper than it has to be. And when I say that, right, I mean keep it simple. All right, what's the saying? KISS, right? Keep it simple, stupid. All right, don't try to be too deep in this truth, man. Don't try to go so deep to think that you got to know all the dark sayings and you got to be able to break down, oh, this is exactly what's going to happen in the kingdom of heaven in Jacob's. Like, you don't know. The scriptures say that we know in part and we prophesy in part, but the Most High has given us exactly what we need for salvation and exactly what we need to teach the elect and to contend with the faith. And you can always tell a bug out by the conversation that they're in, talking about heaven and hell and going into different dimensions, and like, come on, bro. Scriptures don't go that deep into it. You going into the book of, you think I'm a book of Enoch and Jasher and all this shit, bro? Listen, we're not doing that, bro. We're keeping it simple. We're going with the scriptures. The Most High gave us what we need from Genesis all the way to Revelation, and Apocrypha included, bro. And it's just that simple. All right, and you learn that pursuing like Romans 8, around the 28th verse, it says that you have to be predestinated for this truth. If you're not predestinated for this truth, you're not going to get it. There's nothing you can do to get yourself delivered. There's nothing you can do to make yourself understand this truth. It has to be given unto you. Now, when we put the work in and we study and we do all these things, it's the Most High that opens our mind to be able to obtain the knowledge and to understand and comprehend it. Because reading is one thing, comprehending is another. You can read a paragraph or about a problem and a solution, but it doesn't mean you understand or comprehend to the point where you can regurgitate in your own words. That's when you comprehend something. When you can hear something, right, a teaching, a phrase, a problem, whatever, a solution, whatever the case is, and then you can regurgitate that, or you can reiterate that saying or that statement or that solution in your own words, usually in few words. That's when you truly comprehend something. And when you try to force yourself into this way and you try to force this upon other people, you'll lose that battle 10 times out of 10. Because the Most High is the one that calls us to this truth. We don't call ourselves, contrary to what the Christians will tell you. We don't call ourselves to this truth. We don't choose the Heavenly Father. We don't choose to be righteous. It's all on the Heavenly Father, because you can have the mentality and desire to be righteous right now, and you wake up in the morning, and now your whole mentality and desire is to be wicked. And that's the reality. That's the fear that should be upon you. And it's healthy fear. Why? Because it gives you peace, knowing that, I don't really control anything. I'm going to control what I can control, and that is whatever mentally I can do at this moment. That's it. You can't control what you're going to do 5 minutes from now. You can say, all right, in 5 minutes, I'm going to get up and go do this. But then 5 minutes come and you got a whole different spirit on you. And now you don't even think about doing that, or where the thought of doing it is repulsive. And then you're like, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. That's reality. But you get peace when you know, okay, I can't control the future. I can't control the outcomes. Only thing I can control is the freedom of choice, or the freedom, not free will, but the freedom to do whatever I can do right now, this moment, this second. All right, right now I can make the decision to put my hand in the air, make a fist, and punch the air. But what I'm going to do 30 seconds from now, I can think about something. All right, in 60 seconds, when the clock on my phone gets to 6 minutes, that's when I'm going to do this. 6 minutes come, and guess what? Maybe I'll do it, maybe I won't. All right. But you get that peace. That's why Yahweh Shah said that when you shall know the truth shall make you free. All right. Another peace is synonymous with freedom, because it's peaceful knowing you're free from stress. Freedom is being at peace. Doesn't matter if you're in jail. You might not physically be free to the world to do what you want, but mentally you're free. You're at peace. You know what? I'm in jail. This is where I'm in. I committed my crimes. These are the consequences for those crimes, so I'm going to do my time. And I'm going to do it to the best of my ability. I'm going to make the best out of it. That's peace, bro. So you have to have that same mentality with this truth and understanding that you are only going to be able to do what the Lord allows you to do. You are only going to be able to learn what the Lord allows you to learn. You're only going to be able to grow as much as the Lord will let you to grow. I'm not telling you to not pray for more wisdom, more faith, more knowledge. Pray for those things and pray for them continually. And at the same time, take the actions to obtain them and be patient. And one or two things are going to happen. The Lord is going to bless you with that knowledge in time, whenever the time is ready, right? When it's ripe, or the Lord won't. And I truly believe that if the Most High, if you're praying for something, especially if it's a good thing, it's not a detriment to your spirit, it's not wicked or going off. I truly believe that if you're praying for something, well, let's say you're praying for a new job, because, whatever the case is, you're praying for, let's say you're praying for a companion, like you're a single brother, you want a woman. There's nothing wrong with that, right? I'm just using examples. You're praying for wisdom, right? Usually, I don't really want to use that example because I believe I don't know, whatever. But whatever the case is, whatever you're praying for, if it's not wicked, carnal, going off, if it's not vanity, and when I say vanity, I mean because most things in this world is vanity. A job is vanity. I mean, it is, but it's not, right? But because you need money to live, right? So, but having a certain type of job can become vanity. Really, any job that pays your bills is a good job, right? But you wanting to have a certain type of job, it becomes vanity. But the point is, if you're praying for anything of that nature, where if it's not of that nature, and the Most High decides not to give it to you, I truly believe that He will make it known to you at some point why He did not give it to you. Maybe it's something else in store for you, or maybe you just get a spirit of peace and content with, what, the Most High didn't give me that, but you know what, now I'm at peace with where I am. And that's why I like to use the example of, let's say, a woman. If you're a brother that's single and you don't have women, you don't deal with women, let's say it's been years, or maybe you never dealt with a woman at all, and you're praying to the Most High because you desire a woman. There's nothing wrong with desiring a woman. The glory of man is a woman, right? He that findeth a wife findeth a good thing. It's nothing. It's a good thing, man. Now the scriptures say, now Paul makes it's more advice than anything. It's not law. He says that him that loose from a wife don't pray for a wife. It's advice. Like, listen, bro, if you're single and you're in solitude, just stay that way, because you're going to be able to grow to the best of your ability when you are single. And that's just a fact. It's a fact, because you can have the most supportive and loving wife, but at the end of the day, when you have that, you want to feed it, right? You want to spend time with her because she's so soft and so feminine, supportive, and she's probably fun. You know what I mean? You're going to want to spend time and put energy into that. And there's nothing wrong with that. But just know you're not going to be able to go 100. You're not going to be able to give the same amount. I'm not going to say 100%, because I always say your 100% is different, or your best is different from another brother. But you're not going to be able to give the same amount of time to yourself and to the Lord, right? To the dedication to the Lord, which is growing in yourself and bettering yourself and getting knowledge and wisdom and doing the work. You're not going to be able to do it to the same extent as if you were single if you have a woman. And that's just a fact. Now, the Most High may bless you because you may be a brother that, but the Most High knows in your spirit, like, I need to give this brother a woman, because if I don't, he's going to crash out eventually. And the Most High knows that. But if the Most High knows that, this brother, he's strong, I know he can endure it. And then eventually what's going to happen is you're going to get that spirit, like, you just become at peace. So you're like, you know what? I'm good, man. I'm good. And then maybe at that point, somewhere down the line, the Most High gives you one. But when you have that mentality of knowing, like, yo, you know, I'm good. I got a good thing going. I don't need to mess it up. When your woman does come into your life, your whole mentality and how you deal with her and go about the situation is completely different than if you were desiring a woman. I know from experience. So, yeah, that's pretty much the point. Just a spiritual rant. Just going into pretty much not stressing so much over the things you can't control and being at peace. And pretty much just being at peace, knowing that the Most High is in control of all things and you can't force anything. So Lord willing, this video was edifying. Until next time, shalom.